రావట్లేదా? ఏమైంది?
No, I think we will.
कल्प कल्प में राम हुए हैं, कल्प कल्प में रामायण। धर्म ध्वजा फहराने को हर कल्प में प्रकटे नारायण। कल्प कल्प में राम हुए हैं, कल्प कल्प में रामायण। धर्म ध्वजा फहराने को हर कल्प में प्रकटे नारायण। कल्प कल्प में राम हुए हैं, कल्प कल्प में रामायण। फहराने को हर कल्प में प्रकटे नारायण। कल्प कल्प में राम हुए हैं, कल्प कल्प में रामायण। फहराने को हर कल्प में प्रकटे नारायण। कल्प कल्प में राम हुए हैं, कल्प कल्प में रामायण।
ప్రసన్న
నేను అది వేరేది ఎందుకు వస్తుందో అర్థం అవట్లేదండి. అది తీసేసాను, ఆపేసాను. అందుకే
అందులో లౌడ్ గా ఉంది అసలు. నేను జీరోలో పెట్టినా కూడా.
అవునవునవును. నేను షేర్ సౌండ్
ఇప్పుడు తనది అక్కర్లేదు, మామూలుగా యూట్యూబ్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయి మన దాంట్లో
అదే చేస్తున్నాను. దానిలో కూడా షేర్ ఓన్లీ సౌండ్ అని ఉంటుంది కదా, అది చూస్తున్నాను.
ట్రై చేయనా?
మీరు చేస్తారా?
ట్రై చేస్తానమ్మా, ట్రై చేస్తాను.
షేర్ సౌండ్ ఓన్లీ అని. ఇక్కడ అడ్వాన్స్ అని ఉంటుంది అనుకుంటా. కంప్యూటర్ ఆడియో. ఓకే, అడ్వాన్స్ అని ఉంటుంది అనుకుంటా. ఓకే, కంప్యూటర్ ఆడియో. ఓకే,
వచ్చిందా?
ఓకే ఓకే. వెల్కమ్ బ్యాక్ ఫ్రెండ్స్. Okay. Let before we go further, to the session, let us meditate on the welcome back friends of festival for 5 minutes. Let before we go further, to the session, let us meditate on the welcome back friends of festival for 5 minutes. Let before we go please sit in a meditative posture. Cross your legs, clasp your hands, and close your eyes. We are learning how zodiac signs are connected to the body. Prasanna explained how these signs are connected to Panchabhutas. As the body is made up of Panchabhutas, all these zodiac signs are connected to each and every part of the body. Please place your hands on your eyes for a few seconds and open your eyes with a beautiful smile on your face. Before we go further into today's session, let us review what we have learned in the last session. Balagaru.
Okay. So today, let us, we last week, 2 weeks ago, we discussed about the zodiac signs and their connection to the 4 elements, mainly because Percival talks about mainly the 4 elements of the nature. So here zodiac signs and the element of, the zodiac signs and the elements of air, water, fire, and earth are deeply interconnected in a symbolic and energetic way, representing different aspects of the human experience and also the nature and universal forces. That's what he says. These are all interconnected. These elements are the foundation of zodiac and act as a bridge between the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual realms. So they're all act through these physical, emotional, and mental spiritual realms. Zodiac sign and of the 4 elemental connection. How does this happen? In Percival's philosophy, the physical body, emotional nature, and thinking mind, they all correspond to different elements which influence an individual's destiny. So how they are connected? The 4 elements association to zodiac sign represents to the overall balance of life and the cosmos. Fire sphere, and under that Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, in all those zodiac signs they come. So here the action, energy, passion, and inspiration, they're all coming to this, it seems. And the connection is fire represents the driving force of willpower, creativity, and transformation. It governs the energy of initiation and dynamic change. So all these, they connect to this through the individual, and then give this a force of willpower, creativity, and transformation. All these changes. Key traits are enthusiasm, courage, and impulsive visionary. And the symbolic function is fire ignites the new beginning, and it provides the light and represents the transformative power of thought and action. And then next goes to earth. Earth represents Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And here the grounding and the stability, practicality, and manifestation occurs. The connection is earth represents the physical and material realm, focusing on tangible outcomes, manifested tangible outcomes, and the structural foundation of life. Key traits are reliable, disciplined, pragmatic, and patient. Those individuals are. Symbolic function is earth grounds the energy of the other elements and providing a stable foundation for growth and security. And next comes the air. Under air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. These are zodiac signs. In their intellect, communication, and also thought and ideas. And how the connection happens? The air represents the realm of thought, innovation, and social connection. So it governs the exchange of information and the power of logic and reasoning. So all these zodiac signs, connecting to that air element. It governs the exchange of information, the power of logic and reasons. Key traits are curious. They are more curious. They are adaptable because and also analytical and objective. The symbolic function is it connects, disseminates, representing the flow of knowledge and ideas across the time and space. So they represent that flow of the knowledge. The water. So here the water, underwater, the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, all these zodiac signs occur. And here emotions, intuition, sensitivity, and healing occurs. Connection is water governs the emotional and subconscious realms, dealing with the feelings, inner reflection, and spiritual intuition. The key traits are compassion. They are compassionate. They are empathetic, introspective, and symbolic. And the symbolic function is water cleanses and also it nourishes and flows, symbolizing emotional depth, healing, and adaptability. So these are all. And here he is, the connection between all. Here he says the connection between the 4 elements are not isolated. Also, he says there is interconnection between each 2 of these elements. Okay, how this, here he says fire and air, they cause intellectual stimulation Together, they cause dynamic partnership and sparks the innovation and enthusiasm. The same way, earth and water, they cause the foundation of life connection. The water nourishes earth, enabling growth and life. And fire and water, this here it causes emotion connection. Fire's passion can boil water, intensifying the emotions and providing balance and emotional depth. Here, earth and air together, in practicality, it causes ideation connection. Air inspires earth with new ideas, while earth grounds the air, turning abstract concepts into reality. This is how the two nature elements, they interact together and causes, it seems, all these different kind of emotion, emotion, intellectual, all these connections. And here is how the zodiac can be analyzed in Percival's philosophy. The circle, here the circle viewed as a wholeness and continuity in Percival's view. So here the whole, in the zodiac, all the signs are, the zodiac signs are in one circle. So here this says, the circle viewed as a wholeness and continuity in Percival's philosophy. The circle represents unity, infinity, and the completeness of existence. In thinking and destiny, the circle symbolizes the ongoing process of the thought and manifestation, as well as the cyclical nature of human experiences and destinies. Zodiac connection. How does this happen? The zodiac is often depicted as a circle, symbolizing the eternal flow of life, the cycle of time, and the journey of the soul through various phases of growth. So it keeps on, that is how the circle. Each zodiac sign represents a stage in the soul's journey, reflecting different lessons, different challenges, and aspects of the thought. This is how the zodiac sign, each zodiac sign represents. And the next, zodiac signs and the four elements, in Percival's philosophy, the physical, they are physical body, emotional nature, and thinking mind, they all correspond to, these are the elements. Here, the connection is the fire represents creativity and passion, as like before I said, earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn represents practicality and structure and grounding. Air sign represents intellect, communication, and abstraction. Water sign represents intuition, emotion, and depth. So zodiac connection, is a different lens through which thoughts are filtered and expressed. For example, Aries is the initiator, it seems. It represents the birth of the thought and action. Virgo, the analyzer, it symbolizes the refinement and practical application of the thought. So first one, Aries, he represents the birth of a thought, creates the thought, and Virgo symbolizes the refinement and practical application. The individual's role in the cosmic order, how it happens, Percival says, every individual is a part of the greater cosmic order, and the interplay of the thoughts creates both personal and collective destinies. So he says that is why every individual thought also, it plays a role in collective destinies of all the people. Zodiac connection. The zodiac signs are symbolic archetypes of the human experience, and their circular arrangement shows how the individuals are interconnected. By understanding the zodiac, one can align their thoughts with universal principles to shape a higher destiny. And then in turn, he says karma and the zodiac, karma is the natural law of cause and effect, which is governed by the quality of thoughts and actions. We all know that. Zodiac connection here, how it happens. The zodiac can be viewed as a karmic map that reveals recurring patterns or lessons. For instance, fixed signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius indicates stability and the karmic consequences of holding on to thoughts or behaviors too rigidly. So all these four zodiac signs, they hold the thoughts, it seems, very rigid thoughts and their behavior. Mutable signs, which are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, they represent adaptability and the potential to transform karma by changing thought patterns. And these people, they create, not without holding the thoughts, they change their thought patterns. Destiny as a journey through zodiac Zodiac, how it happens. Destiny is not fixed. It evolves with the individual's growth in thought and awareness. According to him, it is not fixed. Destiny is not fixed. Zodiac connection, how it happens. The 12 zodiac signs can be seen as stages in the evolution of the destiny. So, it's an evolution process, he says. Each sign represents an opportunity for personal growth and spiritual awakening. Capricorn represents ambition and responsibility, the initiation of purposeful destiny. Cancer, emotional foundations. It reflects the influence of subconscious thoughts on one's destiny. Sagittarius, higher wisdom, represents the pursuit of truth and aligning thought with the universal laws. And the zodiac signs as a symbol of perceivable view in how it happens. The universe communicates with us through these symbols and through the symbols, patterns, and cycles. That's we learned before. Zodiac connection. The zodiac sign serves as a symbolic map. It offers guidance on how to align one's thoughts and actions with the universal principles. So we need to know how to align our thoughts and actions with the universal principles, universal laws. By consciously understanding and working with the energies of each zodiac sign, one can navigate the journey of life with greater awareness and purpose. Finally, the conclusion. In Percival's view, the zodiac sign is more than an astrological tool. So he says it is more than an astrological tool. It is profound representation of the soul's journey, the cycles of thought, and the manifestation of the destiny. These are all connected. By studying the zodiac, individuals can better understand the interplay between their thoughts, actions, and the cosmic forces that shapes their lives. This is how the conclusion happens. Okay, let's go further. What else he explains.
Thank you, Balagaru, for a detailed summary. Now let's go back to what he is trying to say in the section 3 of this zodiac science. He is talking about the human body, right? So how the human body is, zodiac is related to the human body and to the triune self and to the intelligence. Okay, that's how that's the context of this today's thing. Okay, now the zodiac, if you say it, as just now we have explained, right? So zodiac in general, how this is related to the Panchabhutas or the 5 elements, and all this he has explained. Today's session we'll learn about how it is related to with our thing. So it is not that once you born in so and so date, you are only to that particular sign or to that particular thing. Your entire body is representing all the 12 signs. Here it's a universe is talking about the signs. So the zodiac total figure shows that our physical body. It is actually, the body itself is a small macrocosm of a big, microcosm of a big macrocosm. Our body is a small microcosm of that big macrocosm is our universe, right? Our universe, in that universe, we are the small microcosm. In that microcosm, how actually they divided. So let me share a figure first, so that you will get, because these figures we have shared a lot many times before. Let me bring that screen here. So if you see, right? These are all the figures that we already gone through, but 7A. So this is the zodiac symbols that we have, okay? These are all the zodiac symbols, right? So these are all the zodiac symbols, how it is actually related to our body or to our microcosm, right? So that is what he said. Suppose if you take the head, because can you guess head is related to which sign? because we have seen this and I'm giving you this, right? So all these things are also I'm giving. So head is related to which?
Aries.
Obviously it is an Aries because head is a consciousness, right? So it belongs to the Aries because all the here also the head is also given here, right? Okay, so here the symbols, right? So each likewise each represents. So head is the seat of thought. The thought was starting with the head only. It is not starting with the hands or legs or anywhere. The head is the thought is starting with the head. So it's a seat of thought and it is an initiation representing the beginning of our awareness. So that is the head part. Next come to the neck or a throat part. Neck or a throat part is coming to the Taurus. Taurus represents the action and duality and the power of grasping and the power of expressing. So that comes into the neck and the throat part. So that's the second part. Third one is Gemini. Gemini is arms and heads. Those are arms and hands. Okay, these arms and hands represents the action because with the hands we do the action. And then duality, the the head, the neck represents the communication, hands represents the action. Because the throat is always the influencing and communication, the speech, power of speech, all that comes into the Taurus. Whereas Gemini is an action, duality, and also the power to grasp and express. The next one is Cancer, which is the chest and lungs or the breast, that part, right? So that comes into the emotional center. So this is a Cancer is an emotional center connected to the breathing and feelings. Emotion starts when you are feeling only. Suppose Balagaru said something to me. Oh, today for initially you played a very loud music. It was not at all good. Something like that she said. Then if I feel, oh my God, why she's saying that? If I feel, then I feel bad. So it happened. I tried some technical glitch, it happened. If I don't feel anything, then I won't be having any feeling, right? So only thing is once you started feeling, once you started taking into the heart, that feeling is the one where our chest and the heart feeling. So all this comes under the emotion center. Next one is Leo, the heart and spine. Symbolizes the life force, strength and courage. The heart is the life force as long as it is actually functioning. It's a life force, right? Life force and strength and the courage. That is a heart and a spinal cord, which is important. Next one is Virgo. Virgo is abdomen and digestive system. Virgo, what he said here? Prostrate and the womb, right? So Virgo is abdomen and digestive system. It represents the assimilation, purification, and nurturing. So as long as, because that's why you always say as a being a sadhaka or as being when you are doing the meditation, that the what goes into your mouth is also very important. Suppose if you are actually going all the rajasic food or tamasic food, when you are actually putting it, then you will be very lazy or you will be getting up, do something, that kind of thing, right? If the more rajasic food is there. If more tamasic food is there, you will be very lethargic and you don't want to do the things, kind of thing. So, and also even if it is a sattvic and if you put excess, then all the digestive system is started working only to do the digestive part of it only. So here that is also important, how much actually that you are doing, assimilate, how much purify. You need to keep it a kind of an empty. That's why they say always keep some 70% is always keep empty. Don't fill it up everything. If you fill it up, then all the work will be, all the energy that is going only to the digester. Remember, always the body can do either healing or digesting. So if you are keep on doing the digestive thing only to your body, then it will never get a chance to heal. Every one of us is having that power of healing, but we have to use that power of healing only when you give a space to your body. So that comes to in the Virgo. Next one is Libra. Libra is actually the balancing point, right? Libra, hips and kidneys, that comes here. It's a balancing point. It represents the equilibrium, justice. That's why they say Libra is like this, right? So it's a justice. Next one is Scorpio. it is a reproductive organs. It represents, what did it say? Male organs are clitoris, right? So reproductive organs, it governs the transformation, creativity, and regeneration. So all the things represents the Scorpio. Then Sagittarius, thighs, represents the thighs, symbolizes a structure, responsibility, and discipline. Capricorns is in the knees, symbolizes the structure, responsibility, and discipline. Aquarius.
Spinal cord says.
Which one?
Capricorn.
Spinal cord and opposite to the heart, right? So it's a back, that which represents Capricorn. No, here it is saying knees. It is saying knees only. Just a minute. Did I miss anything? It represents the male organs, the terminal filament Sagittarius, the spinal cord of the heart. Yeah, I was mistaken. The spinal cord opposite to the heart is related to the Capricorn. That it is not used for the, yeah. What he is saying is the knees part, why he gave is Balagaru, the spinal cord and the heart that is already given, right? That we are not actually using it. That's what he is saying. I'll come back to that particular point, why I told the knees. Okay. Next, come to the Aquarius, calves and ankles, the flow of energy, invocation and circulation. So that is the Aquarius. And Pisces represents the completion, connection, subconscious and spiritual realization, which is in feet. But if you take here spinal cord, which is a cervical vertage. Here, why I have given these things is I'll come back to that particular point here. So even though there is represents all these points, we are not using some of the parts. That's what he is giving. So until the Libra, until the balancing part, we are using. Okay. But the thing, but after that, the male organ or clitoris represents the Virgo and Scorpio. That is also being used. From Sagittarius onwards, the terminal filament, which is related to the Sagittarius, but we are not using. The doer is not using that path. Okay, the doer is not used by that path, as the path was, that path becomes the thinker part, we are not using it. That's what he's explaining. Similarly, coming to the Capricorn, which is a spinal cord, at present, we are not using that for the purpose of triune self. Okay. Similarly, the spinal cord between the shoulders, right, which is related to the Aquarius, which is representing the triune self itself, but again, that is not being used. Similarly, the spinal cord at the cervical vertebrae is related to the pieces, but again, that is not used for the purpose of triune self, because of which he represented the different things, because we are not using those parts for the set purposes. Okay, thus all the 12 points, manifested as well as unmanifested, representing in the human body is, which means thus the universe is a miniature of the model of the universe. Our body is a miniature of the entire model of the universe. And the entire model of the universe is representing the 12 circle, right? This is the 12 circle. Entire meaning. But similarly, our body is also representing those 12 cycles only. That's what he is explaining in this case. The triune self is constitute the pattern. The triune self is also the pattern of the zodiac signs only. Some are manifested signs and some are not manifested signs. Suppose if you take doer part, it's a manifested. You know that I am Prasanna, I am Bala, I am Rajani, we are doing it. So we are very much into the doer portion. There's no doubt. We are not in a doer portion, there is no doubt. If somebody just hit in our sleep and get up also, you can say that, because you are very much into that particular doer portion, but you are not into the, whereas coming to the thinker portion, the knower portion, we have to go very awaringly we need to go. Suppose, will you say that when you get up, oh, I'm a part of the Brahman, I am the part of this entire universe. If somebody get up, who are you? Will you say that? Because that particular activity, we are not consciously, we have to go there. Whereas doer portion, we are unconsciously, we are in the doer portion because we embedded that doer portion within us. All these are until the Libra, all the signs are the nature side. And after the Libra, all the signs are intelligent side. That's what he is saying. So the Scorpio represented by the doer, Sagittarius is represented by the thinker, and Capricorn represented by the knower. Okay, that is why the Capricorn that they have told, because if we are knower, we are using that portion. But we are not the knower. That's why we are using only the other portions only. We are not using, because even though you have that capacity of being a knower, but we are not using it. The matter in which the four senses and the three parts of the triune self are more directly connected to this zodiac signs. But the problem is, the thing is, we are not actually using that kind of the thing. The entire zodiac wheel, I can stop it because this is the only thing. This is the wheel, right? If I'm just showing you once again, this part is the Libra part in between, where it is a balancing, and this is a next. So here is a Taurus and all those things, and next part is this one. Okay. And also these zodiac signs now, what he is trying to say is, with that life force, life and let me go here. Fifth, I think. Yeah, here he will show that where are the portions of this in this image faculty and this time faculty, in this light faculty, all those things we will be seeing it now. Okay, let us now we have seen just the zodiac signs and what is the thing, right? So in the triune self, the entire triune self, the wheel, right? So in the wheel self there is a threefold. What are those threefold? Knower, thinker, and doer. Okay, the highest self is, what is that? Universal intelligence or eternal wisdom. Who will be having the universal intelligence and eternal wisdom? The knower portion, right? Every one of us is having that universal intelligence and eternal wisdom in the knower portion. What is the thinker portion? Thinker portion is intermediary portion, where one is responsible for reasoning, judgment, perceptions. All these things are responsible. If you go back and think as a kid, right? As a kid, you doesn't know all this money, that, this and all. So I mean, whenever I'm just reading, I'm just, sometimes I remember, because those days I used to think why some people are going very lavishly in the cars and why some people are actually begging on the roads. Because that at that time, there is only one figure that was given: God is created the world. When God is created the world, why this kind of differences? So don't we get all of us this kind of thoughts as a kid? Because as a kid, we are so innocent, we are not preoccupied. So our logical, because we are going from doer to thinker very easily. Nowadays, to go from a doer to thinker, we need time, we need meditation, we need to set aside time. Otherwise, we are so much into the world.
Yeah.
We became so much into, we've indulged ourselves into so much into the world that as a kid, whatever the thoughts that we got also, we are not getting now. Because whatever the knowledge that we have that time also, we are not having. We do have, but we are not tapping that knowledge. So that is the reason why we have to read all these things. Oh, you are the Brahman. So in some of the Upanishads, they'll say you are the Brahman, you know everything. Here he is saying you are the knower, you know everything. But both are saying the same kind of thing, right? So then the third one is the doer, the embedded self. He is responsible for your emotions, actions, desires, all the things, right? Everything is by the thing. So the zodiac wheel is having these three only. The Libra is always the gateway. Remember, the Libra sign is always the gateway. That is a physical body to the deep thinking, or so balancing all the things. Right? It's an entry point where you can extend your awareness, the conscious awareness once you started, right? So that's where the Libra started. To the deep thought of the spiritual discipline, a person can connect the physical existence to the higher realms. When we are with the physical existence itself, you are able to connect to your higher realms of your triune self. Gradually expand your awareness. So once you are expand your awareness, what you will go? You will go to that supreme intelligence or higher intelligence, which is beyond your human experience. Where you can go? You can go to the, you can go from the physical body itself. That is the ultimate thing, right? With the physical body itself. So these 12 signs are the different aspects of the doer, thinker, and knower only. That's what these 12 signs again, different aspects of the knower. So we will see what are those things. The doer portion, which signs mostly in the doer portion, right? Emotional and sensory self. Doer is all emotional, right? Sensory self, linked to your desires, your feelings. This is the doer portion. So the doer is embedded self, or responsible for his desires, responsible for emotions, responsible for his experiences with the world. So often caught up with pain, pleasure, as a result, karma. This is all we feel it, right? So until we gain the wisdom, we will be pain and pleasure. Once you gain the wisdom, even if you get a great thing, okay, we got it. If something lost, okay, we lost it. That kind of the thing. So we will go beyond that emotions. So that is, but as long as you are in the doer, that is, so what signs are mostly into the doer portion? If you take Cancer, Cancer is feeling, emotional sensitivity. Cancerians are feeling and emotional sensitivity. Represents your emotional aspects of your doer, tied to the subconscious and nurturing instincts. Next one is Leo. Leo is mostly desire, individuality, and ego. Egoist kind of thing. Okay. So it symbolizes your personal willpower. Ego, when it comes, when I can do it, that kind of thing, right? Personal willpower, ambition, craving for recognition, all this comes into this Leo. And Virgo, action, physical body awareness. Mostly physical body aware, connects to the self-discipline, purification, and refinement of the physical aspect of the doer. Here again, if you see, right, there is nothing like wrong or anything. But only thing is, even when ego comes here, as per this, when you have an ambition, when you have a personal willpower, that egoistic you will be there. But the thing is, in the general, in the life, if you take, right, but there will not be any willpower, there won't be any ambition, but still ego will be there. That's a problem. Actually, as per the science, everything has its own, because every one of us are starting with the doer portion only. There's nothing like we are jumping directly to the knower portion, right? But as long as you're in the doer portion, if you are able to do that particular task perfectly, then you can move on to the next. So these are the 3 signs for doer portion. Next one is thinker. Thinker is intellect and reasoning, right? Intellectual portion and reasoning. So it links to the judgment, balancing, all the things, it comes into the picture, right? The thinker is a rational and moral part of the self, guiding thoughts and shaping one's sense for the justice, ethics, and reasoning. I can say most of us who started the meditation, and after that, we will be going into the thinker portion definitely. I cannot say that we are all still in the doer. Maybe we slip into the doer portions now and then. I don't disagree. But in general, if something bad happened in your life, definitely you will say, what I have to learn, or what karma it has gone. At one point, at least, suppose you lost $1,000 today. Maybe my karma was gone. Maybe I was indebted to him. So that's why it was gone. Let it go. That kind of thought, at least you will not be clinging to that $1,000 forever. Do you agree? Maybe you feel bad for a while, but you'll come out of it very soon, because we have that kind of knowledge and we went to that thinker portion. So the thinker portions are Libra, balancing, because that's where it's starting, right? Libra, justice, decision making. It's a gateway where the doer and thinker interact. It's a gateway where the doer and thinker interact. It is representing the balance and moral judgment. Next comes to the Scorpio, the willpower and transformation. The power to change represents the control over the desires, emotions, moving towards a deeper self-awareness. Okay, that is a Scorpio. Sagittarius are higher learning and truth-seeking. They were higher learning and truth-seeking, symbolize the pursuit of wisdom, philosophy, and ability to rise above your instincts. So these three comes under the thinker portions. So you may say that, oh, if I born in a Sagittarius, I will be only this, but you may not be only that, but you come with that traits. You may be coming with the more of those kind of traits. So based on, again, there are all other knowledge. Again, there is always any lifetime, there is always a chance that you can go to the knower. It's not that you have to take this many births and then only you can go. If you cannot fall back, you are always moving forward. That's a good thing, right? All the time. Next, knower portion. What are the signs that are actually mostly into the knower portion? We can see the 3 signs that not used the proper organs, right? Whatever. So those are the signs of the knower, right? Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So the signs actually they have not used the thing because we represent the different things, right? So that one. So knower is eternal, enlightened aspect of yourself, fully connected to the universal intelligence and truth beyond this material world. So those people, those are the signs that are of the knower portion. Those are obviously Capricorn, mastery, self-discipline, and responsibility. So they come with these qualities. Represents the wisdom keeper, symbolizes the mastery over the self and detachment from the worldly illusions. Suppose you may say, so all the Capricorns are like this? May not be. But they came up to that stage and they born. Because you have that capacity, you can travel from there. But once I come back to this world, I may be drifting off with the Virgo dominant or something else dominant. I may be falling off from thinker, or I may be falling off to the doer portion also. Because we come with a 30% of our destiny and 70% of the free will. So that 70% of the free will, we can do anything. Right? Only the 30% of the destiny will always remind. But how far, right? There are so many people you are actually reminding, go do meditate, it will help you. Don't cling on to these worldly things. It is not going to help. So many people we are also telling, we were told when we are young, but when we got it, we didn't get it in 20s. We didn't get it in 30s. Later only we got it, right? So if we can, because which means that when we born in that thing, we will be getting those things in early traits. There are some of the people, even one of my friend, I told, oh, no, at least spend like half an hour on the meditation, Prasanna. If something happened to me, if some cancer comes, something comes, then I may come. Until then, I don't come to that. Because see how they're manifesting it, right? So to do such a kind of thing, they want some big bad should be happened. Otherwise, they will not come. So they straight away when they're, because they are feeling whatever that shell of the life that there is, they are fine. So when they are fine, you cannot change them. You cannot manifest, okay, some cancer should come, then only this guy will know. No, I cannot do that, right? When you think that they are friend, you don't want, okay, we wish they will come soon. That's all we can do that. This is how it will be. Aquarius is intuition, divine knowledge, intuition, symbolizes the awakening of cosmic understanding and ability to beyond material limitations. So these intuitions are very tricky. Previously, I used to ask in the beginning of the meditation, right? Every master I used to ask, whenever I am getting a thought, what is an intuitive thought and what is my mind playing game? I used to ask many a times. They used to say, you will get to know, you will get to know. But later only, now only I understood what is that. Now it's clear. Whether my mind game or my intuition, I can say clearly now, because after 4 years of regular practice, now I know that what is intuitive thoughts and what it is. Because we need to connect to the divine knowledge. When we connect to the divine knowledge, then we obviously know that whether it is telling divine or my mind is playing. So that is the Aquarius. Pisces, universal oneness and completion. represents the final integration, merging into the divine intelligence and transcending the cycle of birth. So they came with that kind of thing. But you never know whether they will stay in there or drifting off or all the things, right? Not only them, but every one of us is having that portion within us. Not that who born in the pieces. Every one of us is having that portion within us. So we need. So 3 plus 3 plus 3, only 9 signs we went, right? There are 3 more signs. So those are Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Okay, these are there, will be in all the 3. Doer, knower, thinker, all the 3 will be there. Suppose Aries is head, conscious initiation. Conscious initiation should be there even in a doer portion, even in a thinker portion, and even in a knower portion. The original thought, whether this thought, this mind, I may think, I may be dreaming about my Mercedes car, or I may be dreaming about, I need to know what is this Atman, how I can merge into the divine, what is that, how I can escape from this birth and death cycles. Both way, only this mind can do. Wherever we kept the thought, we are evolving in that side. So the Aries is required for all the 3. Taurus, material stability and sensory perception, governs the stability and attachment to the physical realm. We also need kind of a material stability. Suppose if I don't have a job today, let us take, I will not be able to concentrate thinking on destiny, sitting here coolly explaining all the things. I will not be able to do that. Because if I have my job, if I can take care of my bare minimum needs automatically with the job, then I can do this. Isn't it? Yes. Otherwise, I can't do that. That's the reason why we have to have the material stability in any case. Then Gemini. The mind, communication, and duality represents the bridge between the thoughts of action and crucial and spiritual progression. So you need to have that spiritual progression for those thoughts also. You need to have your mind, your communication should be there. So Aries, Taurus, and Gemini should be there in all the 3 portions, doer, thinker, and the knower portions. All the portions we should be having it. Okay. So the doer portion, emotions, desires, sensory experiences. Thinker portion, your governs your reasoning, mortality, and your morality and your judgment. Next, knower portion, your wisdom, cosmic intelligence, and enlightenment. If you understand these zodiac forces, how with the different parts of your triune self, you can consciously evolve from one to the another towards the spiritual enlightenment, breaking through. What we have to break through? We have to break through of our illusion of our karmic cycles. Only when we have break through our karmic cycles, then only we can do that. Otherwise, we can't do anything with the, we can't go. So one more point in this chapter that just without going line by line, I'll highlight is the third point that I have gone through is the zodiac wheel, intelligence and the intelligence of the universe. How this wheel to the, because first we have seen human body, second we have seen with the triune self, and third aspect that he mentioned in this chapter is how this zodiac wheel is to intelligence and to the universe. Okay, so beyond the triune self, because physical body, triune self, and beyond triune self, what we have? Greater cosmic intelligence, right? Yeah. Cosmic intelligence, greater cosmic intelligence, which is governing all existence. So how this zodiac sign is helping? This intelligence is composed of what? Again, this intelligence, who will be there? The spiritual beings only. Who evolved, right? These spiritual beings and forces only, it will be there. They influence the human destiny. They influence because these spiritual beings are influencing. They explain the conscious thinking and alignment with the truth. How that is why we have seen Ramana Maharshi, Shirdi Sai Baba, and so many Mahatmas are coming and trying to align us to those cosmic truths. They are trying to explain, right? The individual can access the higher realms. You have that capacity. Baba, you are the God. You have everything. If you say that I am different and you are different in the Sai Baba church, because today, Thursday, I just read it. So if you think that you are separate and I am separate, you didn't learn who is Baba. You need to understand that there is same thing. He put like very small stories. He asked somebody to get the food, and then once that she got the food, the roti and curry, then he throw into the dog. Then she asked, why did you throw to the dog? Why you made all the, because I put all my thing and I made roti for you and you are doing. Then he said, so if you don't understand, you don't understand the consciousness. The consciousness that is there in the dog and me and you is the same. Very beautifully he explained. But we will say that, oh, the in Baba asked some jamkai, so let us give the jamkai. Baba asked some brinjal, so let us cook the brinjal only. Because we went into the very subtle. We are not grasping what exactly that is they are trying to say. So all these people, the intelligent side, from intelligent side to the human side, they came. So they should be having a lot of guts to come to the human body and again to say, because they may drift off, they may do the karmic bondage and they may be coming into the birth and death cycles, right? But even then they wanted to do, how much love they should be having on us. So they all came. So these are all the people that this zodiac map, right? The human body, they came to this alignment of the truth. They are trying, the individual can ascend yourself to the higher realms. Only thing is you break free your ignorance. You break free through your materialism. Your love towards this materialism, you break through this in the ignorance. The human body is a vessel to help the soul to evolve towards universal intelligence. The soul came and kept on the human body. This vessel will help you to move towards intelligence. Suppose if you want to travel from Houston to Dallas, I need a car or a bus, because car or bus is helping me to travel, right? Similarly, this vessel, the human body vessel, is helping me to travel from ignorance to the higher intelligence. The zodiac wheel in the map, right, is guiding you to the various stages of self-awareness. It is explaining you all the self-awareness. The triune self must work. You must work in harmony with the triune self, that is doer, thinker, and knower, so that you can evolve yourself. That is what the zodiac sign is. The zodiac sign of the intelligence is talking about. It is the map of consciousness. The lower half of the cycle, right? The lower half of the cycle is Aries to Virgo. It relates the physical sensory world. The upper half is Libra to Pisces, represent the higher consciousness, morality, wisdom, ultimate liberation. This is what he is talking about. The three layers of universal intelligence. What are the three layers of universal intelligence? If you take it, supreme intelligence, the source of all wisdom, beyond that we can comprehend, right? So nameless circle, that is Percival teaching that nameless circle, that is a supreme intelligence. Cosmic intelligence, there's a divine order in which the governing the planets, stars, karmic cycles, that's a cosmic intelligence. And individual intelligence. What is individual intelligence? The thinker, the knower within our being. Within your being, you have that intelligence, right? Thinker, knower of each being, guiding your personal evolution. So this zodiac sign is actually contributing the three levels of intelligence, shaping your human thoughts and shaping your human destiny. So we all know what is the fire elements, what are earth elements, what are the these elements, right? So I'm not repeating that. So these are the three takeaways in this. One is Percival explained how human body, each and every part is related to this one. The second part, how each and every part, every sign is related to your doer, thinker, and knower. Third part is how each and every part is related to the universal intelligence. That is your triune self, cosmic intelligence, and beyond comprehend supreme intelligence. The three layers. So I instead of actually giving a line by line, I tried to segregate into the 3 different parts and gave you, so that, because this is the one that we need to take it away. Percival said, oh, you have some part of the thing is there in unmanifested, some part of the there is manifested, all the things, because I don't want to confuse the audience, because unmanifested in the sense, because you are, because after all these lessons, you know that you are that Brahman, you know that you are that knower, you know that you are that supreme intelligence. But when you go to and drift off, unmanifested form, you are not able to live that.
Yeah.
In a manifested form, you are not able to live that, even though we know that. Now we know. Maybe 10 years back, we don't know. 5 years back, we don't know. But after coming to this knowledge, we know then, right? Even after knowing also, sometimes we are not able to. That is the manifested, unmanifested, all the things he explained. But key takeaways I have explained in this session, because don't want to boggle. Now, 2 more minutes, questions, time for questions. Let me come out of this live stream.